Our nation is very angry and polarized, which means that we're easily provoked into defensive postures of arguing. So in order to move forward, we need to set down our strong desire to prove our innocence, our rightness, and our good intentions. And if we desire to move forward, we need a different starting place than the one that we currently now defensively stand. We need to posture ourselves with intentional humility, a dedication to listen and learn, backed up with acts of loving kindness that set us up for reconciliation and peace. So our church, along with the Ministerial Association of Langsburg, commits itself to living out the St. Francis prayer in order to heal the sickness of hatred, bigotry, prejudice, and racism that lurks in all of our hearts. Whether that racism is intentional or unintentional, passive or active, acknowledged or unseen, personal or structural, we commit to listen, to learn, to change, and to love with the spirit of this prayer as our guide.
The prayer of St. Francis.
St. Francis Prayer.
Francis's prayer.
The prayer of St. Francis.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Lord, make me an instrument.
Lord, make me an instrument.
Make me a channel.
Make me an instrument
of your peace.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Of your peace.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Make me an instrument of your peace.
Of your peace.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Where there is hatred, let me sow love.
Where there is hatred.
Where there is hatred, let me sow love.
Hatred.
Where there is hatred, let me sow love.
Let me sow love.
I may bring love.
Let me sow love. Love.
Where there is hatred, let me sow love.
Let me bring love.
Let me sow love.
Where there is injury, pardon.
Where there is injury.
Where there is injury.
Where there is injury. Pardon.
Pardon.
Where there is offense.
Where there is injury,
Where there is injury, pardon.
pardon.
That where there is doubt, I may bring faith.
Where there is doubt,
Where there is doubt.
Where there is doubt.
Faith.
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 Where there is doubt, faith.
Let me bring faith.
faith.
Where there is doubt, faith.
Where there is doubt, faith.
Where there is despair, hope.
Where there is despair.
Where there is despair.
Despair, hope.
Where there is despair.
Despair.
Where there is despair,
Hope.
Hope.
Where there is despair,
Hope.
hope.
Hope. Where there is despair.
Hope.
That where there is despair, I may bring hope.
Where there is darkness, light.
Where there is darkness.
Where there is darkness,
Where there is darkness,
Light.
Where
there is darkness,
light.
Where there's darkness. Light.
light.
That where there are shadows, I may bring light.
Let me bring your light.
And where there is sadness, joy.
Where there is sadness,
Where there is sadness,
joy.
joy.
I may bring joy.
joy.
Where there is sadness, let me bring joy.
Where there is sadness,
joy.
Where there is sadness,
Joy.
joy.
O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek
O Divine Master.
O Divine Master.
Divine Master.
O Master.
Oh, Divine Master.
O Divine Master.
O Divine Master,
Grant that I may not so much seek
Grant that I may not so much seek.
Grant that I may not so much seek.
So much seek.
grant that I may not so much seek
Let me not seek as much
To be consoled as to console.
To be consoled
As to console.
To be consoled
as to console.
To be consoled.
as to console.
to be consoled.
as to console.
But to be consoled as to console.
Rather comfort than to be comforted.
To be understood as to understand.
To be understood.
To be understood as to understand.
As to understand.
To be understood as to understand.
To be understood as to understand.
As to understand.
To be understood
As to understand.
As to understand.
To be understood as to understand.
To be loved as to love.
To be loved
as to love,
and to be loved
as to love,
as to love,
To be loved.
as to love,
as to love,
as to love,
As to love.
To be loved as to love.
to be loved as to love.
For it is in giving that we receive.
for it is in giving
that we receive.
For it is in giving.
For it is in giving that we receive.
For it is by self-forgetting that one finds.
For it is in giving that we receive.
For it is in giving
That we receive. That we receive.
it is in pardoning that one is pardoned.
It is in pardoning
that we are pardoned.
It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. That we are pardoned.
It is by forgiving that one is forgiven.
It is in pardoning
It is in pardoning that we are pardoned.
that we are pardoned.
That we are pardoned.
It is in pardoning that we are pardoned.
And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life.
and it is in dying
That we are born to eternal life.
And it is in dying
that we are born
that we are born
That we are born to eternal life.
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 That we are born to eternal life.
It is by dying that one awakens to eternal life.
And all God's children who agreed said,
Amen.
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 Amen.